let's talk about why they just targeted Charlie Kirk. Because this isn't about the right idolizing him or the left happy that he's dead. It's not about the viral videos going around and the memes. There's a very specific purpose and reason. Of course, we all know it was a hit. And many people are missing the entire point. You're feeding right into what the system wants you to do. So why was Charlie Kirk even allowed to speak for so long? These are self-sourced notes that I have. Can believe what you want. Charlie Kirk was what the system often uses as controlled opposition. This means he was allowed to speak loudly about certain truths, like anti-government sentiment, anti-woke ideology, religious conservatism, because it helped to polarize the public. His job, consciously or not, was to drain credibility from actual truth movements by attaching them to bigotry, dogma, and outdated belief systems. He created a caricature of resistance, the angry, white, evangelical man, so that younger generations would reject everything he stood for, including real systemic criticisms embedded into his rhetoric. He was a mask, not a mirror. So why did he become a liability? The reason the system turned on him was not because of what he said about LGBTQ+ people, women, or other groups. That was obviously useful to them. What made him dangerous was he began referencing global elite activity that didn't match the script he was given. He crossed frequency lanes by referencing real-world topics connected to bioengineering, media manipulation, or child trafficking setups without coded approval. He started signaling towards religious prophecy in a way that resonated with organic souls rather than just riling up fundamentalists. In essence, he stopped being useful and started becoming unpredictable. As for the psychological fallout, why they chose such a public death for him, it sends a message to other high-level influencers: you do not go off script. It creates confusion among his followers, sparking online infighting between those who idolized him and those who celebrated his death. Obviously, he had a lot of content that he had posted that was very ironic when his death happened, correct? It fragments resistant energy by making people argue over how much of what he said was true instead of working together. This is a classic dissolve and divide programming. They let Charlie Kirk say the most outrageous things for years because it served them. It polarized people. But once he started going off the pre-approved path and talking about things outside of the original assignment, he became a liability. And what happens to liabilities? They used him to drain truth of its credibility, but when he started pointing towards real systems of power, his exit was scheduled. Don't get distracted by the shock. Ask why they suddenly pulled the plug. And just in time too, right? Right before 9/11, which was a setup. Right when the rest of the world is protesting and burning down their government buildings. Right when Trump keeps getting more and more documents released strategically to the public. When he's obviously guilty. He's a felon. They're literally playing with you guys. They are trying to see how long they can drag out this horrific stuff. Women getting stabbed on trains, school shootings, and it's so normalized. But what gets the masses really upset? A Christian good father dying. That's what really blows the internet up. Not about the fact that we have mass killings in the country of the free, home of the brave.